You are doing everything right. Waking up early, setting goals, saying no to distractions, even cutting off people who once felt like home. You're finally becoming the person that you have always said you wanted to be. But it doesn't feel the way you thought it would. It doesn't feel peaceful. It feels heavy, scary, and lonely. And you start asking yourself, why do I feel this worse when I'm doing better? Is this how growth's supposed to feel? And that's where most people start to spiral. Not because they're lazy, but no one talks about this part. The part where healing feels like chaos. Where you're doing everything right and still feel like you're falling apart. And if that's where you are, this video will give you the clarity that you've been needing. And by the way, I am Kach, and here I talk about the unspoken side of the growth, the part where no one prepares you for, because I've been stuck there for longer than I'd like to admit. And I want to show you what helped me move forward without giving up on myself or losing myself completely. But before we talk about how to move forward, let's talk about why it feels like this in the first place. See, growth doesn't just mean building new habits. It means letting go of the version of you that once felt very safe. And even if that version wasn't thriving, at least you understood that version. But now, you are questioning everything. Your thoughts feel unfamiliar and you second guess every decision, even the ones that once felt right. And you find yourself thinking, why does everything that's good for me is also terrifying? And why can't I feel happy about the changes that I'm making? To be honest, it's not that you're doing it wrong. It's just that your comfort zone is grieving. And yes, growth requires grief. You are losing who you used to be. And even when that version of you was hurting or stuck, that was safe, that was predictable, and that was yours. Now, you don't know what's coming next. But fear is just the beginning. Because once you have chosen growth, really chosen growth, you will realize something even harder. It's not just comfortable, it's expensive. Lately, I've been scared of every bold decision that I've ever made. Not because I regret them, but because I realize how much I've put on the line to become this version of me. And no one talks about the cost. You stop playing small. You stop tolerating things. You say no more. You want better, and that pushes people away. It changes your relationships. It pulls you out of old circles and patterns. And sometimes it isolates you. And that's the part no one glamorizes. The version of growth that looks like loneliness, like starting everything from scratch, like wondering if maybe the old life, the easier life, wouldn't have been so bad after all. Your brain will drag you back to comfort, back to coping, back to the version of you that didn't risk anything. And you start hearing those thoughts. What if you lose everything? What if you're asking too much now? What if you're not actually getting better but breaking slowly? You know what? That's not truth. That's fear. Trying to keep you safe even it means keeping you small. And the hardest part, you'll still feel it even when you know better. Even when you've come so far. Because fear doesn't disappear. It just hides in quieter places. And on some days, it hits harder than ever. So what do you do then? When you're showing up, doing the work and it still feels like you're unraveling. That's when I come back to this. The one thing that steadies me when everything else feels like slipping. Some days I still question everything. My chest feels tight like something's wrong. When it's not. My mind just won't stop. And even though I've come so far from where I was, I still catch myself thinking, what if I'm not ready for this new life? What if I can't hold it together? What if I fall back into everything that I've worked so hard to outgrow? And in those moments, here's what I remind myself. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel disconnected. It's okay if growth feels heavier than you imagined. Because you are not just learning new habits, you are unlearning survival patterns. You're rewriting your whole identity. You are building a version of yourself that never existed before. And that kind of change, it's not just hard. It's exhausting. It's painful. So if you're stuck in that between, not who you were, not yet who you are becoming, you are not failing. You are just in the part of the growth no one prepares you for. It's not pretty. It's not linear, but it's real and it matters. So if it feels like nothing is stable right now, Keep going, because the version of you who's scared but still shows up, that version is the one that's changing everything. I want you to drop the word change in the comment section if you're still becoming, even when it's hard. And if this video helped you, subscribe my channel for more amazing videos like this, and I'll see you in my next video. Unlearn. Bye bye.